Okay, so welcome to our Health Optimizing Physical Education channel. So our topic for today is role of sports in managing stress. For your attendance, hit the like button below and subscribe to our channel. The most essential learning competencies for today is to describe the role of physical activity assessments in managing one's stress. Of course, their objectives. Number one, explain stress and its causes, discover the role of sports in managing stress, and recommend sports-related activities to manage stress. What I know, you can find this part in page 1 of your modules that you are holding now. As you can see, directions, read carefully and understand each item. Write your answer on the space provided. But let's make your answering a bit more fun. So let's proceed. To answer this activity, you have to shuffle the letters to find the correct answers. So number 1, it helps the body relax, makes you feel happy and block any feelings of pain. So there's only 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Number 2, it is a reaction of the body and mind to unkind or challenging life incidents, such as tense feelings, worry, and discomfort. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Number 3, it is the harmful physical consequence of stress. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is an event or situation that causes stressful situation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the last is the capacity to respond and recover from something stressful. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. By the way, ba't nga ba kayo nagmamadali? Naka-record yung video. So, pwede mo siyang i-post anytime. Napakadali, di ba? What's in? So, you can find this part on page 2. So, ang dali lang, di ba? Page 2 na agad. To answer this, you have to remember what we have discussed in our previous lesson. So, directions, read carefully, and understand each item. Choose from the box the correct answer and write your answer on your paper. This is the answer pool. The structural planning of roles to implement necessary functions. Number 2, program strategies are laid out to achieve the desired outcome. Number 3, the recruitment, selection, and retention of members, wherein they are given an appropriate assignment with proper training and professional development. Number 4, it directs the organization to motivate and empower individuals in carrying out the program. And number 5, it deals with tasks and accountabilities to accomplish the objectives through cooperation. So what's new? Page 2. So I believe stress is being felt by everyone, not only students or us, but I mean everyone, especially in this time of pandemic. Talagang yung COVID-19 na yan ay nakaka-stress sa ating lahat. Sige, basahin natin. Teka, nakaharang ako. Let's read it all together. So, stress. Stress is a reaction of the body and mind to unkind or challenging life incidents, such as tense feelings, worry, and discomfort. Stress is a mental, emotional, and psychological response of the body to any situation that is new, threatening, frightening, or exciting. It is a non-specific response to any demand that is placed upon it. The imbalance between the demand from the environment and the person's ability to cope can trigger feelings of anxiety. Stress is a reality of life that people encounter every day. In this unpredictable world, working under pressure has become the rule rather than an exception. As a consequence, it becomes one of the common problems that we face and directly affect our ability to stay well. Most people consider stress as a negative experience, but this is not always the case. It can also be positive. The enhancing influence on our productivity and satisfaction is called eustress. Eustress or positive stress promoted growth and accomplishments and stimulates you to go on. On the other hand, the harmful physical consequence of stress is called distress. Distress or negative stress often causes poor performance. The perception of stress as positive or negative varies from person to person. One event might elicit a positive response to someone while it could be negative to another person. What causes stress? A stressor is an event or situation that causes stressful situations, which are seen as risks to well-being of a person. The body responds to stress by secreting hormones that prepare the body to respond to the situation. The stress response is not harmful to the body. However, the negative activation of stress response has negative consequence on the body. It leaves the body feeling weak, tired, and impairs the immune system. This causes anxiety that affects an individual's health, behavior, and life. When people say stress, they are talking about stressors. Stressors lead to stress response or the body's reaction to stress, which help bring balance. Stressors lead to stress response or the body's reaction to stress, which help bring balance. There are different sources of stress, which range from life-threatening events to small events. Some of these include the major life changes. The majority of stressors are key life changes that influence an individual's family and social life. These stressful changes threatens one's sense of security and self-esteem. Changes due to stressful events in life endangers an individual's sense of safety and confidence. Some examples include death of a loved one, losing a job, transferring to another school, and losing all your friends. Then, everyday problems. As you can see in this picture, is a brain with too many thoughts. Sumasakit ang ulo niya. The stress or hassles we encounter every day or occasional petty incidents are part of this group. Examples of these stressors include dressing concerns, misplacing or losing things, too many things in mind, or physical appearance. This may be insignificant, but they accumulate as it happens daily. Physical surroundings. So when we say physical surroundings, it is everything around us, not only cars, factories, but also toxic people can be stressors. So examples, crowded transportation in going to school or workplace. But I think now hindi na masyadong nararamdaman yan kasi limited ang ating transportation. Then street walks with foul odors, unbearable weather conditions, noise, especially if you are residing near airports, train rail tracks, or factories with loud machines. People in depressed, dangerous, or polluted areas. And people are exposed to calamities, tragedies, armed conflicts, and other disasters. Other stressors. So I have here some examples. As you can see in this picture, is a boy holding a paper. Nakasulat dyan, homework. So tama, nakaka-stress nga naman ang homework, lalo na kung mahirap. Kaso baka naman hindi mo lang pinag-aralan talaga. And then, there's a dog. Yung aso, sinira yung iyong pinaghirapang homework. Mali naman yung sagot. Pero sayang pa din, di ba? So, ayan. So, another stressor is when you are being bullied. O napakasama talaga sa pakiramdam ng nabubuli. And of course, another example of stressors is katulad ng nasa picture na ito. Yung pinupunit na yung inyong picture na magkasama kasi nag-break na kayo. So other stressors involving teenagers include being late in class, exams, assignment and reports, issues on body image, conflicts in relationships, and peer pressure. There's also worrying about their future and conflicts and disagreements with family members, friends, and other people, among others. Teenagers who cannot manage their issues resort to alcohol, prohibited drugs, and sometimes suicide. What is coping? Coping is a conscious response to psychological stress in an attempt to balance mental and emotional conditions. Both positive and negative incidents may need coping skills that will accommodate these changes in life. These include how to behave, thinking of ideas, and controlling emotions to minimize or tolerate stressful events. So I have here a bunch of examples of coping skills. So there are meditate, exercise, create or write journal, draw, listen to music, take a bath. Kung maligo ka naman, baka na-stress ka kasi ang baho-baho mo na. Play with your pet. Enjoy nature. Clean the house. Yan, minsan nakaka-relax din yung pagtulong sa paglilinis ng inyong bahay. Then read a book, use aromatherapy, play game, cook a meal. Kung hindi ka marunong, magpaturo ka naman, nagkaroon ka pa ng bagong skills, di ba? Knitting, pray, finding humor, make a gratitude list, coloring, and many more. Ayan, napakarami. The role of sports in managing stress. So this part can be found on page 4 of your modules. Sports naturally relieve the body from the effects of stress. These benefits in reducing physiological and psychological responses to stress are recognized. Primarily, sports have a lot to do in decreasing muscular tension, which helps lessen or dissipate stress. It is important to be mindful of releasing tension through productive activities. So according to many studies, exercise and sports participation release chemicals called endorphins, which help the body relax and make you feel happy and block any feelings of pain. There are serotonin, the mood stabilizer, dopamine, the reward chemical, oxytocin, the love hormone, and endorphin that works as a painkiller that is released after exercise and physical activities. Fitness tips to stay healthy and manage stress. This part can be found on page 4, so take time to read. What's more, on page 5 and page 6. Of course, you're holding your modules now and you can answer by yourself. But since you are watching this video, you can answer this right now. So this link can be found on the description below. So just click that link to answer the questions. So let's go to the link so you can see the example. So you have to sign in your email to answer the questions right here. The first one, it says last name, then first name, then first name, middle initial, then your strand, for example, is ABM. And the date today is 3/15/2021. Then click next. Just follow the instructions carefully and answer each questions and click submit at the last part of the test. To summarize our lesson, please watch this video.
Stress is a normal physical response to events that make you feel threatened or upset in some way. Stressors can be a real physical danger, such as a fire, or a daily upset of life like job stress or financial worry. Our body's reaction to stress can take a toll on our health if not managed. In response to stress, your nervous system releases a flood of stress hormones, including two called adrenaline and cortisol. Your heart pounds faster, muscles tighten, blood pressure rises, breath quickens, and senses become sharper. If you have a lot of responsibilities and worries, your stress may be on most of the time. The more your body's stress system is activated, the harder it is to shut off. Chronic stress can have devastating effects on your health. Did you know that 90% of all diseases are caused or complicated by stress? Chronic stress can also have physical symptoms such as aches and pains, trouble sleeping, and chest pains. Check out these tips that are easy to incorporate into your daily routine to help manage stress. Movement can greatly slow your body's response to stress. Regular aerobic exercise reduces levels of stress hormones in the body as well as stimulates production of endorphins, which act as the body's natural mood elevators. Take a walk and do some simple stretches. Another way of reducing stress quickly is by using your senses, what you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. Look through your favorite photo album. Smell a specific scent you love. Listen to music. Hug a pet. All these simple activities can immediately help your stress levels decrease. Besides sensory, here are some more tips to help cope with stress in your life. Manage your time. Prioritize important tasks and those that can wait. Manage commitments and reduce procrastination. Take time for pleasurable activities such as gardening or sharing time with friends. Get enough rest or sleep. Most adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Not getting enough sleep can increase feelings of stress through less patience and increased agitation. While we cannot get rid of stress entirely, following these easy tips can help you manage it.
Now we're back. So be sure to submit your activities this week, okay? Before we end our lesson, let's answer our pre-test. Are you ready? Number 1, it helps the body relax, makes you feel happy, and block any feelings of pain. I hope you got it right. The correct answer is endorphins. You got it correct, you're awesome. Number 2, it is a reaction of the body and mind to unkind or challenging life incidents, such as tense feelings, worry, and discomfort. The answer is stress. If you're correct, very good. Number 3, it is the harmful physical consequence of stress. Correct answer is distress. It's also known as the negative stress, okay? Number 4, it is an event or situation that causes a stressful situation. And you got it right. The correct answer is stressor. And the last is the capacity to respond and recover from something stressful. The answer is coping. And I am hoping that you got all the answers correct. So that's it. I hope you learned something today. See you next week. And make sure to subscribe for more updates on our next lesson about health optimizing physical education. Goodbye, and thank you class for watching. And always remember to have fun while learning. This is Teacher Rene signing out.